Hey everyone, Gary here from Echidna Sewing, and today we're going to take a look at the built-in fonts and lettering options on the Halo-100 12 needle embroidery machine. So most machines have some sort of built-in text, and to be quite honest, if you're a software user, you'll always find it easier on your software or more flexible to create your fonts and monograms and all the text files that you might want to do. But sometimes having it on the machine is pretty handy, and the Halo is actually quite well equipped with some lettering options. So let's take a look at how you would use that function. The first thing you need to do is find where they are on screen. So basically you go to the folder option where you would go searching for any of your designs. And once you go into there, you'll see you've got a little ABCD icon down at the bottom here. So click on that, and that will bring up a screen that will allow you to set some parameters first. And the first one is enter in your text, and that's the string of characters that you want to use. So it's actually called string on the machine. So right now we'll just go and choose our font option, which was at the bottom of the number pad there. And I can do upper and lower case. First of all, I'm going to type the word Halo actually, so we're going to go to uppercase first, and I'm going to grab a capital letter H, and then I'm going to go to lowercase and continue on H-A-L-O. And my next option lets me choose the font. And of course, don't panic, you can choose the font and change it after you've already set it. So it's kind of, you don't need to make that decision right at this minute. And I'm going to choose essentially a basic block font. So we'll just go with font number 5. It's a horizontal option. I can actually make it vertical, or I can have it curved up or down. So really quite a lot of features for a built-in sort of font on a machine. But I'm just going to leave it as horizontal for the moment. I can set my letter height. At the moment it defaults to 20 millimeters. You can change that now, or you can change it in an editing screen, so entirely up to you. Character spacing, character angle, I'll explain that in a moment, and rotating and italics, so you can set them as italics as well. It's pretty good. But anyway, we'll leave it as it is, so hit enter, whoops. And it comes up quite small on screen, so I'm just going to zoom in a little bit there so you can actually see what, whoops, too far, see what I've got. At this point, I've got the word Halo, and remember I said you can change your font, so you do have editing options here, so I can go back in there and change it to a completely different font if I wish. I don't need to, so we're just going to leave it on that. I can also make it a multicolored design by clicking that button, so that will set the each letter to being a different color stock, which is good. This option here will let me put it on vertical or horizontal text. So as you can see, that's pretty easy, isn't it? And you can also arc your text. Now you can arc your text with the characters following the curvature of the arc, or you can arc them so as they stay vertical, but even though they're on an arc, which again is a pretty advanced feature. This allows us to move it around on screen, but there is a second page here as well. So we go through to there, and at this point we can also stair step, so we can go either way. In fact, I might go back to a straight line here, and we'll come back into this screen. So yeah, you can angle things, you can change the curvature of the arcs, you can space your letters, and you can bring them back in. You can angle letters. And you can also increase the size or decrease the size. Now, when you're doing this on the machine, it will actually recalculate all the stitches for you, so you're not going to lose any densities when you're changing the built-in fonts on the screen. We've got mirror imaging and flipping and flopping. We can add stitches down here, so this option lets me increase or decrease the density. This one will increase it, decrease it, and you can also add extra width to or compensation to the font. So that just makes each character a little bit wider or narrower, whichever way you choose there. And you can also separate the fonts. So by clicking this button, I've now got the H's selected. So if I wanted to make the H a little bit bigger, I have. So I've actually increased the size of the H without actually touching the other fonts there. So look, lots of cool features on here. It's pretty simple. Once you've got whatever it is you want on screen, just hit the save button. It will allocate a space, number 7, and we've now saved that. Click that there, and we can escape, and there it is in my design range, and I can choose that, go through to normal embroidery mode, and let's turn it into embroidery mode there, and you'll see the word Halo will appear, and it's ready to stitch out. really quite simple. Have some fun with it. If you have any questions, of course, you know where we are. Hope that video is going to help you out. Cheers.